Hey guys, it's Orange Titan back at again with another video. It's been a while since I made videos, been really busy, just been working. This month's been really hard to do videos right now, so sorry about that. But these are my favorite videos I'm gonna do right now. These are my top 10 figures. Now I'm doing two lists. This is the first one you are watching. This is the first list. These are my top 10 Marvel Legends of 2022. I will be doing another top 10 action figures overall, so stay tuned for that one. But let me put some disclaimers on. For Marvel Legends, it's just Marvel Legends. When it comes to the top 10 figures overall, I will not have any Marvel Legends in that category, just because since I collect a lot of Legends and Hasbro's Marvel Legends is one of my favorite lines, I like to do its own list. Rules, it has to come out this year, and if I like it, I like it. This is my list. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments. If you agree, then awesome. But let's get on to it. Now this right here, these are my honorable mentions. These were figures that were on my list at one point. I thought they were really good, really awesome, but didn't make it to the cut. And it could just be for, I like the figure a little bit better, or I just thought that this figure was great but could have been better, or just I like the other figures. So we got like the symbiote ultimate SpiderMan, we got Japanese SpiderMan, we got Jigsaw, we got Thor, Galactus, Herald, MCU Moon Knight, we got the new Black Panther, comic Black Panther that's on that new body. It's awesome. We got the 2-pack new Reval Spider-Man. We got the Amazon exclusive Venom. That's a great figure. We got the Toad, and we got Ghost Rider. I loved all these figures. These figures were good, just not great enough to be in the top 10. But let's start with number 10. So at number 10, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Iron Man. I would call this more the animated modular Iron Man. Now, if you have this figure from last year, this figure was amazing. Now, I had this figure last year, and he was on my top 10. And, I tried really hard not to put the same figures I had on my top 10 last year, like the Venom. And I think I had another figure from last year. It was the Venom? No, I think it was just the Venom. But this figure was so amazing. Loved all the details. Loved the ion cannon, or the repulsor cannon, whatever you want to call it. Loved the extra heads. And this guy is just really nice to pose. Really nice, really cool. Since I did have him last year, technically, and he is just a repaint with the only thing different is the color and new heads and the chest being sunk in a little bit. I put him at 10. Now, if I didn't get that figure last year and I got this figure this year, I think this guy would have been higher on my list. I really love this figure a lot. Marvel vs. Capcom is one of my favorite games, and it's really cool that they gave us that look. But yeah, at number 10, Modular Iron Man. Coming at number 9 is the retro carded Scorpion animated series. This figure is really cool. Was really looking forward to it, and I really liked it. I mean, this was probably one of the last Marvel Legends I got this year, and I think it's really neat. I really like them a lot. I really love the bendy wire. I love the colors. I've always thought Scorpion was a cool villain for Spider-Man, and I think Hasbro really killed it with this one. I just really like this one a lot. I missed out on the original one, and I'm glad that they went back and did this version, because this was my favorite look from Spider-Man for Lizard. I like the neon green with the dark greens and the face and everything. And yeah, this figure is really cool. You can really pose him well. Like I said, bendy wire is really awesome. You can really bend him a lot. Good poses, and the retro line stuff for Spider-Man is really great. And honestly, we got a lot of good retro carded stuff, and I just honestly think that out of all the retro stuff, I think this was my favorite one. People might disagree with me and say it was symbiote Spider-Man or Ben Reilly or Shocker or any of the other ones, but I don't know. I really like this one, and I think this was my favorite Spider-Man retro figure that they came with. Yeah, I like this one a lot. At number 8, we have the MCU Peter Parker. Now, I did not expect to like this figure a lot. At one point, this guy in the beginning of the year was one of my favorite figures of the year. This guy is just, I love the articulation. Very posable, very nice. I think it looks pretty good. It looks like Tom Holland to me. Love the accessories. I know it came in a 2-pack, but Ned was awesome. I love how this shirt's sticking out and sticking out of the collar. But yeah, it's just the way you're able to get this guy really posed into Spider-Man poses still, you know, it's really awesome. I really like this character, and I thought he was really cool. He did get moved down a lot because he is not at number 1, but in the beginning of the year, this is one of the first legends I got, and I honestly thought this guy was amazing, and he was just so fun to mess with, and I just thought he was really cool, and I really liked him a lot. He was neat. But I said, what was it? 8. Yeah, he was number 8. Sorry. But yeah, at number 8, Peter Parker. And at number 7, another MCU figure is Namor. I really liked the new Black Panther movie. Thought it was really good. And this figure is really great too. I've always been a big fan of Namor. I love what they did with the character in the MCU. And I really like this figure that they did. I think he's really nice. Kind of weird. I mean, I love more comic book stuff, but this guy is really nice. Really good articulation. The gold looks really good. The face looks pretty good. Like I said, the articulation's amazing. Like, yeah, I really like this guy a lot. He was really cool, and he played a good villain, you know, for the movie. I really liked that. And after seeing the movie, it made me like this figure so much more. Honestly, this Peter Parker and Namor will probably be the only two, well, I know this, they're the only 2 MCU figures that made it on my list. I do like MCU figures, but like I said, I like my comic book ones, but I cannot deny that this is a really good MCU figure, and if you have not picked up this guy, I would pick him up. I think he's really cool, really great, and I hope to see more of Namor. But at number 7, Namor. Now at number 6 is Cyclops. VHS from the animated series or comics. I love this figure. I think this figure is great. It's on that new Vulcan body. This is the Cyclops that we needed, and I'm glad that Hasbro finally did it. I really love this figure. I don't even mind the shell shading. I really like it. I'm a big fan of Cyclops. He is one of my favorite X-Men characters besides Wolverine. And I'd probably put Cyclops as one of my favorite heroes up there in my top 10s for sure. He's really cool, really neat. Love this character a lot. Really makes me think of, like I said, Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, this is my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Cyclops for sure. Really nice, good articulation. I think Cyclops should be this big, in my opinion. Probably best one ever. I know some people don't like the shell shading, but I like it. It really brings the color out more, and I don't know, I just really like it. This guy would have been higher on my list if they added a cool beam alternate head where he's shooting his beam effect. Sadly, they did not add that, but for what you get is really nice, and I love these VHS figures. And yeah, at number 6, it's got to go to Cyclops. Here are the top 5s. So at number 5, we have the Lizard. Oh my goodness, this guy was so cool. Another awesome, amazing Spider-Man villain. Yes, I did say, I tricked you guys. I did say Scorpion was one of the best retro figures. But you know what? I have 2 more. You can try to figure out what the other one is. But this Lizard was amazing. The only thing that sucked about this figure was a Walmart exclusive, but I got lucky. I was able to secure mine. Honestly, with Walmart.com, I was surprised that I was able to get this guy. And the 2 alternate heads, the bendy wire, the articulation, the new sculpt. This is what I think of Lizard. When I think of Lizard, I think of this. I like the modern head on it just because I have it on my animated shelf. But I really like this figure. I think it's worth to be in the top 5 for sure. It's one of the best figures, honestly. And, you know, I hope they reuse this body again for... I would love to see a Bruce Banner on this body. Like ripped up pants and, you know, switch out the feet and everything. Or him turning into the Hulk would be really cool. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Lizard. This is a great figure. If you have not got this figure, I would say try to get him. I don't know if he's hard to get now, but this guy is amazing, and I love this guy. But at number 5 is the Lizard. And at number 4 is the 3-pack Daredevil. Now, this is on the same body as the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and honestly, this is one of the best Daredevils they have done. This is the Daredevil that we needed. I know we all asked for Daredevil to be on the animated body, the retro-carded first Spider-Man that came out, but this body was perfect. Good use of this body right after Spider-Man to do Daredevil with the toe hinge, the accessories, the face. Like this is the best Daredevil, because all the other Daredevils were on the Bucky cap, and for the time being it was okay, but you couldn't really get Daredevil in those great poses. Now you can get Daredevil in these amazing acrobatic posing, and he just looked so good. Photos, I love the accessories he comes with, where it looks like his billy clubs are doing the effect. I mean, look at that. I'm not even like trying to pose him, and right there looks amazing. I love this figure a lot. It was really hard not to pit this guy up higher. Unfortunately, there's just, you know, 3 other figures that are just a little bit more amazing in my opinion, but this one was super hard. It was this guy was amazing. I really love this Daredevil, and I hope that they do more Daredevils in the yellow. I would love to see this in the yellow suit. I'd love to see this in the black suit. Give me all the different Daredevils. I don't care. Even like a vigilante suit. I want this body. But at number 4, Daredevil. At number 3, it's the Stars and Stripes. Captain America, the new retro carded Captain America. This is the best Captain America that Hasbro has made, and I don't honestly believe no one else could make as good Captain America, in my opinion. I know we're getting the Mayfex one, and I am excited to check that one out, but this is great. You got a little bit shell shading, not a lot, but this guy is amazing. I mean, the effects, I know a lot of people didn't like that there was holes on the shield, but we are getting that new cap that has the exact same shield without the holes, so there you go, you can switch it out. But the Ultra heads, the shield, the colors, everything about this figure is nice. I love this figure. I know some people complained when it first came out because it was really expensive, because it didn't really come with a stand or a background, but I think this is worth the money. If you still haven't got this figure, you are missing out, because this guy, for the longest time, just like Peter Parker, this was the number 1 for Marvel Legends of the Year. And it was so hard to pit him at 3, because I kept going back and forth. My top 2, because if you know me, you're gonna know what number 1 is, and it should be on everybody's list for number 1. But getting to the 3rd or 2nd spot, I kept going back and forth, because I love this figure a lot, but then there's another figure that you're about to see that I had to pit on number 2. But at number 3 is the retro. Is it retro, or would it be 80th anniversary? I think it's the 80th. It's either 20th or 80th anniversary. It's the 20th anniversary for Marvel. 20th anniversary Captain America at number 3. And at number 2 is the retro carded animated series shell shaded Walmart exclusive Spider-Man. That is a long name for this figure. This figure is, I don't care what you say, this is the best Spider-Man figure out there. In my opinion, this beats the Renew Your Vows. This beats the Amazing Fantasy. This beats every Spider-Man you can think of. Hell, I'll even say this is better than the Mayfex one. I said it. There we go. I love this Spider-Man, and maybe the Spider-Man gets more love. I'm more biased because I love the animated series. A lot of people don't like the shell shading on this guy, but I actually really do. I think it makes it pop more. This really, the retro carded one that came out, what, almost 2 years ago, I used to be like, oh, that's my animated Spider-Man. But they finally gave us an animated Spider-Man. Probably one of the best bodies. And honestly, I love this figure a lot. Very posable, very nice. Been messing with it a lot. The only gripe I can give about this guy is that he was just really hard to get at launch. Walmart was like a shit show. I missed out on pre-ordering this guy. I know people that did get the pre-ordering got canceled. I never saw this guy online. This guy goes for a stupid amount. And I guess I got kind of lucky, but had to pay a little bit more. So I found this guy on a website. I forget what it's called. It's called Pop Chunka or Pop something. Sorry guys, my camera died. But like I was saying, great figure, awesome accessories. Like I said, I got lucky. There's a shop. It was an Australian store, so I had to pay for expensive shipping. So I think I paid $40 for this guy. But honestly, best $40 I spent. Love this guy a lot. This guy would have been number one. This guy would have been number one. And if I did have Marvel Legends on my top 10 for figures of all time, this guy would be on it for sure. And he'd probably be close to number 5 or yeah, something like that, because this guy is amazing. I love this figure. This will always be my favorite Spider-Man of all time. Sure, they might make some other great Spider-Mans I'll have on top 10 lists in the future, but this one was the best figure for Marvel Legends. But let's get into the final figure, shall we? And finally, the last figure. It was really hard, but it's Galactus. I know some people are not putting him in the top 10, but he's a Marvel Legend, and I consider him a Marvel Legend. So Galactus is my last figure, and he is my number 1. This figure is amazing. Comes with, you know, Frankie, comes with Silver Surfer, comes with, his name was Morg. This is my villain shelf, by the way. Thank you if you're checking it out. But no, Galactus has always been one of those figures I always wanted. I never got the Toy Biz one, and I never got the Marvel Universe one. I have tried to get the Toy Biz one. I still want to get it because I wanted that as a kid. And seeing Galactus as a kid growing up and picking up Marvel Legends with Toy Biz was always a dream of mine. And I finally got to accomplish a Galactus in my collection, and I am so happy I have this figure. And I love this figure. It's one of my prized possessions for Marvel Legends. And I'm so happy I finally have one. He just looks so good with most of my villains. And yeah. But that is my top 10. Let me know what you guys think. This was a really hard year for Marvel Legends. I mean, you have all these Marvel Legends. Some of my shelves are dirty or messy because I'm still fixing them. But I love Marvel Legends, great figures, and yeah. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.